Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Dear subscriber, hope you will be fine in the high state of Iman and health. Myself, motivational leadership business coach, master trainer, language trainer, Professor MA Raza. And today we're gonna talk about especially the rape of the lock in context of the classical age or the Augustine's age or the age of pop. In this regard, we are going to talk about in a special and in a what happened? I'm on live. Okay, thank you. We can discuss and we can justify completely the age of Alexander Pope or the era of Alexander Pope or the time of Alexander Pope or the century or the decades of Alexander Pope into the age of classical age or the age of pop. Following the restoration in 1666 of the Stuart King Charles II to the throne of England, the manners of the 17th century society became quite querulous, political, scandalously corrupt, and the general tone of society brutal. But people soon grew sick of. Let me have a message. Okay. Sick of. The outrageous license of the fashionable circles, and the early 18th century witnessed a resolute attempt in the direction of moral regeneration. It told us that although we have the some glimpse of by Chaucer in this particular era or by the sequences of its particular time available in, as it is said by Walsh wrote that in 1706 Walsh wrote to Pope, the best of the modern poets in all languages are those that the nearest copied the ancients. This expressed concisely the principle of classicism. Pope himself retired or retired or retarded the principle in the retarded the principle in the well-known lines in his essay on criticism, and the lines are: "'Tis more to guide than spur the muses, steed restrain in the fury or furry, then provokes his speed. The winged courser, like a gen-roused horses, shows most true mettle when you check his course. Those rules of old, discovered, not devised, are nature still by nature. Methods or Methodists natural nature like liberty in, but restrained by the same law which first himself ordained. Learn hence, for ancient rules are just esteemed. To copy nature is to copy them. In imitating the models, we can say that the classical age is also Augustan age. The classical age is also Augustan age, same as we have got glimpse or got references from our. We have got references from Walsh wrote tell us that these types of glimpse or these type of criticism, which is also available in the Rape of Locke by Alexander Pope. And on the other hand, we can also say that are excellent and indispensable 18th century or 18 era. How can we say that the age of Pope and for the matter, the whole of the 18th century was the age of reason and the age of prose. Our excellent 18th century, as Arnold put it, the age of prose. We can also say it that our excellent and indispensable 18th century age was the age of prose, was not the age of particular poetry like Chaucer or Chaucerian style, like we can also say that like uh, Elegy of Homer or Odysseus of Homer. Homer's poetry, that was also a great phenomena, that is also a great thought, and that is also a great sequence in that particular system. But we have to say that our excellent and indispensable 18th century, thank you, indispensable 18th century, and let me put it there, put it here, and limitations of the age of Pope. We have decided and we have discussed as a point, as a sequence, that the 18th century was the age of prose, not the age of particular Chaucerian style poetry or the poetic style of Homer. Okay, but what were the limitations? Although we have different types of limitations, we have to discuss it. The age of Pope has no doubt limitations. Its literature was mostly the literature of the town. Chaucerian style was a unique universal style. We can have a particular character, and we can sort out all the corrupted characters as per the universal characters of Geoffrey Chaucer. But the age of Pope was not, no doubt, a limitation. Its literature was mostly the literature of the town, as we can see in Belinda's characterization, as we can see in different machinery that is a particular, or that is beyond the town's machinery. That is not a particular, that is we can say it that there is limitation, there is minorism, and as such the views of life revealed in it it is of a limited character. It has neither depth nor breadth of interest. Neither depth, there is not a very keep or very intensive situation, or in intensive criteria, or in intensive systematic approach. That is not we can say that there is not so complicacy, there is not so universality as there is the in an other or contemporaries or the different ages. The writers cared more for form and rule than for freedom and spontaneity. Writers usually what they have, they try to form out, for example, but we as we can say that they forget the valuable contribution of the writers of the age. They extended the domain of literature by perfecting the style as the heroic couplet. And the next point, we can also justify that the age of style, that is also the age of style. Why that? Because Alexander Pope's masterpiece and as a protagonist, and the piece is The Rape of the Lock, is the biggest mock epic poem. So we have to say that the age of style, the Augustan age, is chiefly remarkable for the rise of style. The social and political conditions of the time were just suitable for the development of style. The fashionable society of the day was immoral and corrupt and was infested with numerous vice and follies. The second cause, it was a time of corrupt politics and dirty party warfares. That is also another part which disturb the life. And if we particular talk about the town life, the usual theme of the poets were to the author of the period, both of the prose and poetry, life meant only the life of the fashionable society of the town, nothing outside this life, and any interest for them. As we can say that, as we can say that as we can say that there is also different ambiguities, there is also different issues, and what type of question you will got in this scenario and in this era. We will particularly do a complete reference or a complete notion of the age of Pope. But what type of question you can fetch from this? The number one, write a note on the age of Pope. And question number two, such in short what the general features of the age of which Pope was the leader in its literary activities. Discuss in a particular manner. Number three, why is Pope considered a representative poet of the 18th century? Question number four, state clearly why the age of Pope is called the classical age. Illustrate your answer with complete references or with complete quotations. Expand and illustrate the remarks that Pope is the splendid high priest of our age of prose and reason of our excellent and indispensable 18th century. These type of questions will abrupt in this. So we have justified that the age of we can say it that the age of Pope is the age of style. The age of Pope is age of prose. The age of Pope is also the age of highly families or highly courtesies, or we can say it that that is also the age of courts. That is also the age of imperialistic views or imperialistic society. So we will have to do a part 2 of it to justify complete glimpse of the age into it. अब मैं आपको दो तीन चीज़ें यहाँ पर जो है ना वो बेसिकली बयान करना चाहता हूँ कि यहाँ ये जो है जो चीज़ें मैंने आपको बयान की थोड़ा सा मैं उर्दू में आपको सम अप कर दूँ. पहली बात जो इसके अंदर हमने बयान की है वो ये बयान की है कि जो एज की जो पोप की जो है वो एज है या पोप की जो सेंचुरी है वो स्टायर की सेंचुरी है. स्टायर की सेंचुरी का मतलब ये है कि मैं अभी आपको बताता हूँ कि स्टायर क्या होती है और उसके साथ जो है ना वो क्लासिकल जो है वो पोइट्री क्या होती है. हमने मीर को पढ़ रखा है ना, नाजुकी उसके लब की क्या कही है, पंखड़ी एक गुलाब की सी है. इसमें कितने मोटिव्स हैं, इसमें कितने थीम्स हैं. ठीक है, मतलब आप उसको जो है ना वो मैट्रिक में भी आपने पढ़ा, इंटर में भी आपने पढ़ा. ठीक है, तो ये थी क्लासिकल पोइट्री. अब स्टायरिस्टिकल पोइट्री क्या है? जैसे आप ले लीजिए जो है ना वो अनवर शऊर साहब को, जैसे आप ले लीजिए जो है ना अनवर मसूद साहब को, जैसे आप ले लीजिए खालिद मसूद साहब को. उनका मैं आपके सामने जो है ना वो एक छोटा सा कथा रखता हूं तो आपको जस्टिफाई हो जाएगा कि क्या बात इसके अंदर की गई है. ठंडा मीठा पाला हमको भेड़ा लगता है, जिवें कपा में कट्टा काला हमको भेड़ा लगता है. उसकी निक्की साली हमको चंगी लगती है, पर उसका चप्पड़ कद्दू साला हमको भेड़ा लगता है. मुंडे खुंडे हमको चाचा ताया कह ले, मगर कुड़ी कहे जब हमको लाला भेड़ा लगता है. और इसके अंदर जो है ना वो अब इसको जब जस्टिफाई करेंगे तो ये चीज़ जो है ना वो समझने से ताल्लुक़ रखती है. जो मैंने पहले आपको बताया वो क्लासिकल पोइट्री है और जो ये है हमारी ये है स्टाइल. तो हमने जो है ना वो इस पूरे जो है वो लेक्चर के अंदर जस्टिफाई ये किया है कि जो पोप है, इरा ऑफ पोप है, एज ऑफ पोप है, वो एज ऑफ स्टाइल है. ठीक है, वो उसके अंदर जो है ना वो क्लासिकल थीम ऑफ द पोएटिक सेंसेस जो है वो इतना ज़्यादा यूज़ नहीं किया गया. दूसरी बात हमने उसके अंदर ये की है पूरे जो है ना सिनेरियो के अंदर कि अलेक्जेंडर की जो एज है वो जो शाही लोग हैं, शाही ख़ानदान है, उनकी जो है ना वो एज है, या उनके रिलेटेड जो है ना वो ये सारी की सारी बात जो है ना वो होती है। तीसरी बात जो इसके अंदर जो है ना वो हम कर रहे हैं, आई हैव गॉट सम question, sorry, what is the topic? The topic is that what is the age of define the age of Alexander Pope. Reply please, sir. Sorry, I have got the Abdul Muiz, I have got all the messages very late, and in this is my live session, and in live session I have supposed to answer the question at the end, but such a dash behavior, or I don't think so that it was a live session. So I'm extremely sorry if you have any if and but or any connotations. So anyhow, dear watcher, dear subscriber, let me go now. We will be right back with you with the new topic, with the new gossip, with the new vlog, and with the new strategy, and with the new topic. So let me go now and say with me, do something more for humanity, and we will discuss it, and we will talk about it later in our part 2.